if you're looking at the price of Shiba Inu and you're wondering, wait a second, with all this great news that's coming out, why is it that I'm seeing the prices starting to pull back after this big high? Well, there's a couple different reasons for that. Before I do get further into it, I want to say a special shout out thank you to our Patreon supporters and a double shout out thank you to Rem AG. For as little as $1 a month, you can show your support to the channel. There's a link in the description. Please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I'm sharing, this is my own opinions, my own research, and I highly encourage you guys to do your own research. Okay? With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here. So, we have this very nice big formation of a bull pennant, right? Everything started to pull back down within the space here, but that entry point did come from a lower position, not from the actual top. Entering in from the top would suggest a bearish base pattern, but the strong support line, it's not strong, it's a moderate support line being established right down along this position here, which was a baseline right around 2286. So after entering into that zone, we can see a bit of consolidation coming in, just progressively working its way down. This part here is what's very consistent. We're seeing that drop down lower and lower and lower. Lo and behold, the price decided to break through the top level resistance with the good news, and we had a bit of a breakout. Potentially, we could see this make a run up to around the 80.99 range, or basically 81. Might as well just say 81. That would put us close back to the previous all-time high. The big obstacle that I see that we have right now is what's called a death cross. So normally I would use a 50 and a 200-day moving average, but we don't have enough of a metric to be able to base this off of in order to see that on the charts. So instead what we're working with is the 15 and the 50-day moving average. The 15-day being represented by the yellow line here and that grayish line being represented in the 50. So when your short time frame drops down below your longer time frame, that's what signifies a death cross or a temporary time frame in which you should see more likelihood either the price dropping down or really struggling to try and get some momentum moving forward. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back in time here just a tad bit to show you guys that this is fairly reliable, but it's not 100%. And that's the whole point of technical analysis, is you have percentage chances of things happening, indicators that are more suggestive than others, but the stuff is not 100%. If it was, everyone would be rich. It's just not how it works, okay? So in this instance, we have a crossover back on July 7th. What happened there? The price actually continued to drop down. It was very short time frame that it was technically considered as that crossover, but there was not much of a gap that took place between itself for the 15-day and for the 50-day moving average. Then what we have is consequently as it crossed back over on the 17th of July, we did have a further decline that took place. Then there was a struggle with the price as it moved in that consolidation before it decided to make a breakout on the price, starting to climb, helping push that average day momentum up. And in doing so with the crossover on the August 16th period, we do have a little bit of a higher push up, and then it started to pull back down, consolidate for a bit. That's where we see that flatlining event starting to take place. And so on, right? So as it crossed back over once again here, we can see it has a big struggle, nice little push, but it was temporary, basically a pump and dump situation. It was followed up with that drop in price, everything essentially moving sideways until it really started to have a big parabolic push, right? As it crossed over right here, that was a good leading indicator sign that we might have another bull run. And sure enough, look at that. The price just started going very, very heavy, climbing higher and higher and higher. And that that golden cross opportunity proved to be very, very beneficial. I mean, you made a lot of money right there. If you came in at just the right time back in like October, you had a huge profit gain. Then we saw the price continuing to decrease. Obviously, you can't have a massive discrepancy between these two, the 15 and the 50, for too long until they start to come back closer together. And what we have is a crossover that took place back on November 27th. This was just a couple days ago, suggesting that we are now entering into a bear market. But Atlas, how can we be in a bear market if the price is going up? Okay. Well, one thing to keep in mind is that crypto is still young, the adoption opportunities, and that's why the probability on these things can get a little bit skewed, right? So as it is, you have the bull pennant flag. The breakout there suggests that we are more likely that we're going to go up. That's one leading indicator. A golden cross, death cross, I feel from my experience is a little bit of a stronger leading indicator of trend position movements. So we have a couple good news that came out. For one, Newegg, which is a very popular based company, they're now accepting Shiba Inu currency, or they're going to be accepting it here very soon for the holidays. Then in addition to that, Shiba Inu is now listed on Kraken. Trading is officially live. You can see the price is up. I did talk a little bit about this yesterday. And as far as for the rest of the market, you got Bitcoin down just a tiny bit. Ethereum is doing well. You've got DOT is up. Solana, Shiba Inu, as I mentioned, is up. XRP. And so it's a little bit of a mixture across the board here. The stock market did not have that great of a day today. It was no bueno, right? So here's the thing. With the death cross, it suggests more likely that we are going to see some downwards movement, and very, very likely in the case with Shiba Inu, I would be looking to see some sideways consolidation, still hanging out in between the 0.786 on the Fibonacci and the 0.618 on the Fibonacci. That would be a price range of 40 and 51. We did see a nice rally up today for sure. It went up to 54.38. It has since then pulled back down quite a bit off of that total daily percentage gains, right? So people taking profits with this. I would not be surprised to see it go sideways. I am hopeful based on the fact that it broke up above the top here, but yeah, err with a bit of caution on this one. If we swap over to the 15-minute time frame just to see how things are going, we can see that once it hit that high, it's been getting hammered quite a bit with also some high-level volume red candles. Meanwhile, it is trying to progressively work its way back up. I would be looking to still see a little bit of resistance here around the 51 on that 51 price range on the, let's go ahead and move this back to the day, 51 price range on the 0.618 Fibonacci. Okay, that's going to be it for the video. I got referral links in the description if you want to get free cryptocurrency or free stock. It is free money for you guys. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. It does help us out with the YouTube search algorithm. Click the bell icon so you know whenever we go live. And I will see you in the next episode.